Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you know how much I appreciate it. Alright, so one of my favorite types of videos to make for you is sharing some new finds, some things that I have been loving, and then a few things that have not worked out for me that I want to share as well. And I do have kind of an array of things here. I've got some makeups, hair care, a sunscreen, a supplement, some sandals, so a little splattering of everything. So why don't we go ahead, we will jump in and get started. All right, so the first thing I am so excited to share with you is a makeup product, and it's specifically a concealer, which might surprise some of my longtime viewers because I'm not someone who wears concealer every day because one, dark circles tended to not be a real big issue for me, and two was that I have never really fallen in love with a concealer before. I've got some that I like, but never one that I just really fell in love with, and that was until recently. I was at Sephora and I picked up the tester of this Haus Labs concealer, and I swatched some on the back of my hand. And when I looked down at my hands, which were really dry at the time, so the skin on the back of my hands was very crepey. The part of my hand that I had swiped the concealer just looked wrinkle-free, crepey-free. It looked so good. And the way that it felt so different than any concealer I have ever done that with. So I was very intrigued, and of course had to buy it and brought it home. And I have to tell you, this is the first concealer I have fallen in love with, is this one from Haus Labs. Now I am wearing the shade 12 Light Rosy is the shade that I am wearing. And I have to tell you, this concealer really is truly unlike any other concealer I have ever tried. It just seems to float over on your skin so that it's not sinking into the wrinkles. It gives the coverage of the dark circles that I want. I've just unfortunately been in this horrible phase of not sleeping well, and so I really need the help under my eyes, and I have been loving this. I swear this is the most natural looking concealer too. It doesn't cake, and sometimes I run into concealer problems where, depending on the moisturizer or the eye cream or the sunscreen, they may cake up. I have been throwing everything at this concealer because I have been testing out different sunscreens, and this is working with every single one. I have not had an issue with caking or collecting. It wears so well. I just cannot say enough good things about this Haus Labs concealer. I think this might end up being the very first concealer that I actually finish before throwing away because I am loving it that much. So could not wait to share with you the Haus Labs. It makes me want to try some foundation and some other products from this brand because this one has really blown me away. All right, so another makeup product I'm really excited to share with you, and this is something I was influenced to buy after seeing it over on TikTok. And this is called the Eorborean CC Cream, and it says that it's a high definition radiance face cream skin perfector. Now, this is a really unique product because it actually comes out as a white cream. And I was very skeptical that this could work for me because any other color adjusting foundations I have ever tried have turned me orange, and I mean orange, really, really unattractive. So I was very hesitant that this would actually work, so I actually bought the sample size. They do make a larger size than this, but I thought, well, I'll just try the sample, see how it works. Oh my gosh, this stuff is great for a day when you want coverage on your skin, but don't want to do a full face of makeup. All right, I hope you can see how this is just turning in to match my skin tone. So it does offer just light coverage, but I think it's a perfect makeup for the summertime when you want to just maybe even out your skin tone and you really don't want to fuss with foundation, you don't want to fuss with brushes or sponges. The best application that I found with this is just rubbing it in with your fingers, just like I did on the back of my hand. So I have really been enjoying this for those, you know, easy makeup days where you just want to look a little bit more pulled together and your skin just looks a little bit more evened out. I am really liking this. I never thought that this would work for me. I was really skeptical that it would actually match my skin tone, but for whatever reason, it absolutely does. So I think this is such a neat product that wanted to share because I know a lot of my viewers like the lighter makeup or you like a minimal makeup look, and I think this is right up that alley. So definitely wanted to share the Eorborean, I think is how you say it, CC Cream. I am really, really liking this one. All right, and next we're gonna go on to a product that did not work for me. This is a new tubing mascara from Too Faced, and it is called the Ribbon Wrapped Lash Mascara. And I picked up this little travel size at Ulta to try it. And the brush is actually really unique on this mascara because I hope you can see on the tip there, it has like just these little spikies that stick out of the tip. And as it turns out, I really like that about this brush because it really helps you to get those lashes like at the edges of your eyes. So I really do like the brush. When you put this on, it really gives you nice long lashes. I mean, for tubing mascara, I love tubing mascaras. They're what I prefer, but I will admit that they're not those va-va-voom lashes. If you want the really dramatic lashes, I don't think tubing mascaras really deliver that, but they're really, if you get a good tubing mascara, I love the easy removal and they wear very well on me. So I love tubing mascaras, but it's more of a natural look. So I do think this gives you a pretty long, natural looking lash. But the issue that I've run into every time I have tried to wear this mascara is that one, at the end of the day, it is either going to be flaked underneath my eyes, or the footage I'm sharing with you, it somehow like got up on the top of my eyes that day that I wore it. So it does not wear as well as most of the other tubing mascaras that I like. So unfortunately, even though I do like that brush, because I do think with the little spikies on the edge of the brush, it's really helpful to get all of your lashes, but this formula just does not hold up or last for me. So the Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Tubing Mascara was a fail. All right, I have another makeup fail. And I had really wanted to try the In Beauty. This is the Sunbalm SPF Mineral Broad Spectrum Lip Balm. And my regular viewers know I have some products from In Beauty that I really love. Actually, it's my favorite moisturizer right now is from In Beauty. I'm absolutely loving it. So I have been wanting to try more from the brand. So picked this up, I think it was during the Sephora sale. And this one just is not for me. So even though I think it looks pretty when you first apply it, it was really drying for my lips, and I just did not like how it felt after wearing this for a length of time. So unfortunately, this one was a fail for me. So have any of you tried this, and do you have the same experience with it being very drying like I did? I really wanted to love it because I love the idea of kind of a color with the SPF in it, but unfortunately, this one did not work out for me. Now, I guess in sticking with In Beauty, I did just want to share that I did try also, this is their Mineral Sun Glow, and I have the shade Fair Medium, and this is an SPF of 43. And I'm gonna put this out there. I am not a fan of mineral sunscreens on my face. I find them very heavy. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I have rosacea, and it makes me start to feel like claustrophobic and warm when I have like thick products on my face during the day. And the mineral sunscreens always feel that way to me. So, but still had heard so many good things about this that I wanted to give it a try. So I picked it up. And I have to say, this is a mineral sunscreen that I like. Now, is this going to be one that I want to wear every day, and will it replace my Korean chemical-based sunscreens? No, it is not going to do that. But for days that if I want to wear a mineral sunscreen, this one feels light. It doesn't feel suffocating on your skin. And the tint in this one I like because it is barely there. Maybe it gives you a little bit more evening out of your skin tone, but it really is not like a makeup. And that's another thing with tinted mineral sunscreens. Sometimes they are so makeup-y, and then any shirt that you're wearing, or if you have a jacket, it gets all over. It's just another reason I don't like mineral sunscreens, but this one is lighter. So I do like this sunscreen. Now, one thing though in the summertime that I think is kind of unfortunate about this, it's not water resistant. So if you get kind of sweaty like I do sometimes, this is not going to be the sunscreen for that. But like I said, there are some times when I would like a mineral sunscreen, and this is the one that I like because it is the least offensive mineral sunscreen that I have tried. And I know that doesn't make it sound very good, but that's because I don't like mineral sunscreens. If you like mineral sunscreens and you like the lighter formulas, this is one that you would probably really enjoy. I know a lot of other YouTubers have been singing the praises of this, and I can see why, because like I said, it does feel so much more comfortable on the skin. All right, the next thing I wanted to share with you that I've been loving is I have found a new leave-in conditioner with heat protectant from the drugstore, which is excellent. And it is the L'Oreal Everpure. This is the Moisture 21-in-1 spray. I'm gonna put up all the benefits that this claims to do. But basically, I'm always looking for a leave-in conditioner that has heat protectant for my fine thin hair. So it cannot weigh my hair down. I want it to heat protect when I am blow drying and when I am straightening or curling. And those are the two main things that I'm looking for with a leave-in conditioner. So this does have the heat protectant as well as all of those other benefits. But what I love so much about this is that one, it's very lightweight, so it does not weigh down my fine thin hair, and two, it smells amazing. It smells so good. This smells to me like a very high-end hair product. It's just lovely. Now, I wish this one stuck around in my hair because I would love to be smelling that scent all day, but it really kind of dissipates. So unfortunately, if you love it like I do, it's not gonna be where you can kind of smell your hair. It's not gonna be that, gee, your hair smells terrific, where all day you can kind of get that lovely fragrance. It is not that. But initially when you're spraying on, it's enjoyable because it smells so good. So I'm so happy to find this. So my routine has been lately that I will use my K18 Astrolift on my damp hair. I let this sit for 4 minutes because then the K18 molecule will work to help to strengthen your hair bonds. Then after 4 minutes, I spritz a little of this on and I go ahead and I blow dry and style. And I'm so happy with the way that my hair has been feeling and looking using these two products. And Ken, for a minute, I just rave about this K18 Astrolift again. I cannot tell you how life-changing this hair product has been for me. I have been trying to tell all of my friends, anyone with fine thin hair that needs body and texture that is soft and manageable and lasts a couple of days. This product is just so good. If you were on the fence about trying it because it is pricey and you have fine thin hair though, I would encourage you to try it. It is a love for me. I've already finished one bottle and I've got a backup. This is one I'm never going to be without. I love it that much. So obviously this is not a new find to me. I have shared this before, but anytime I can gush about it, I will, because I do love it that much. but this combination has been really working for me. And if you are in the market for a leave-in conditioner that smells amazing, won't weigh down your hair, this one is really, really good. Now, another hair product that was a fail for me is that I had tried a hairspray. I don't know, this was such an impulse buy for me. I don't know why I bought it. Because I use the Sebastian Shaper and love it, but for whatever reason, wanted to try this better, not younger. They call this a wake-up call, high hold thickening hairspray. I think it was the thickening hairspray that gets me. Anything that says it's gonna make my hair thicker, I'm always like, okay, I'm in, so gave it a try. I just did not like this. I did not like the smell. To me, this smells like old style hairspray. So it's kind of got that, you know, the scent that I don't really care for. I found that the hold was not very strong and it didn't feel like it thickened my hair at all. So for me, this just wasn't worth the high price tag, because I think a can of this is, I can't even remember what I paid, but gosh, I think it was like $25. Maybe I could be wrong. I'll put what the price is up here, but I know it's not inexpensive for hairspray, and for me it was just not worth the price. So this one was definitely a fail. And another product that I tried that was a complete fail for me, this is a lash growth serum, and this is the essential serum from Babe Lash, and I had never tried this brand, and this does have, I believe, the prostaglandins in it. I've decided to go back to prostaglandins because my eyelashes seem to not grow with any of the ones that don't have that ingredient. So this has it in there, and I thought, oh, I've never tried this one, let me give it a try. I tried this for probably a good 6 weeks and suffered through those 6 weeks because nothing was happening to my eyelashes, absolutely nothing. They were little stubs, and they stayed little stubs after using it for that long. And I know it takes some time for your eyelashes to grow, but the one eyelash serum that I can swear by is Grande Lash. That works for me. And when I start to use that, if I haven't been using it in a while, it's only a couple of weeks and I notice a dramatic difference in my eyelashes. But this one here did nothing for me. So unfortunately, most of this there's still a lot of product in here, but I'm not gonna use it up because it just does nothing. So have any of you had the same experience with this Babe Lash? Definitely a fail for me. All right, the next thing I wanted to share with you that I've been loving is actually a collagen supplement. And I always like to put this out there though when I am sharing something like a supplement. I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, so this is just my experience with this supplement, and obviously you should talk to your doctor before you start taking any type of supplements. I am not qualified in that department at all to tell you to take something. But I have to tell you that I've been taking this for 6 months now. I switched over from the Vital Proteins to this about 6 months ago. And the reason that I switched to this collagen supplement was that this one here contains the Verisol collagen, which seems to have the most data as far as skin rejuvenation is concerned. I'm going to put up some stats that they share on the website about the Verisol collagen. So that is in here. And really one of the main reasons though that I wanted to take this was that it also has the Fortibone collagen in it. And that is another collagen that has some studies to prove that it helps to build your bones. So in thinking of my future self, my 80-year-old self, I want my bones to be as strong as possible. So I liked the idea of this Fortibone just kind of helping the calcium and the weight resistance training that I do. I was looking for, you know, every way I can come at it to make sure that my bones are really strong as I'm a 90-year-old woman. But what I have to tell you that amazed me about this supplement is that there is also something in here called Fortigel. And that, I guess, is collagen that is supposed to really like beef up your cartilage and, you know, for your joints. I have to tell you, the improvement that I have noticed in my knees has been crazy since taking this. I have tried like glucosamine supplements. I took those for years thinking it was probably helping, but I would still get like knee pain. I have never really been diagnosed with arthritis. Maybe it's just, you know, getting up there in years, but there are some days where my knees would be really sore and achy. The improvement that I have gotten since taking this has just been remarkable. This here is on my subscribe and save from Amazon, so I won't run out. But oh my goodness, what a difference it has made with my knees. So I've noticed changes with my hair, and then obviously the way my knees have felt, and then really hoping that as I stick with it for, you know, the long haul, that I'm going to get those bone benefits as well. I'm really thrilled with how this is making me feel, and then just excited about the possible benefits down the road. So loving this Algacal Collagen Complete. I mix this every day with some protein powder to get more protein, and it's just become something that every day I do, and I'm really happy that I'm doing it. All right, and then the last thing I've got to share with you today, friends, is I picked up another pair of sandals for summer, and I was looking for a pair of just brown slides like this that were comfortable. I have a pair of sandals up in my closet that look almost identical to this, but they are uncomfortable, and the bottom are those like just slippery sandal soles. Do you know the ones that I mean? I like walked into a store wearing those and like did like a slide, like, you know, I did not fall, but I was like, oh my goodness, I am getting rid of these sandals because they are so slippery. So I wanted something with like a rubber sole, but had just the slides, the brown, very basic, but were comfortable. So I saw these reefs online and decided to give them a try, and I really love these sandals. They've got a little bit of arch support here. I mean, it's not like, you know, a bionic sandal, but the cushion bed here is so comfortable that it feels very supportive, and with the rubber sole, they're not slippery either. The one thing with these is that if you have a wider foot, this might not work for you, because my foot is not particularly wide, and initially this felt like a little snug. Wearing it around a little bit, it loosened up, and now it's comfortable for me. But I think if you have a wider foot, this is going to be tight up here. But I think they're really cute and comfortable. That's the main thing. I wanted a sandal that looks like this, that is comfortable, and these fit the bill. So I always like to share shoes that work for me, and if they can work for you, that makes me happy. But really, really happy with these reefs. I had never tried anything from that brand before, and I really, really do like these. All right, that is it, friends. Those are all the things I have been loving, and then a few of those things that just did not work out for me. I do hope that these types of videos can be helpful to you. I really do enjoy making them. I'd love to hear in the comments below things that you are loving. If you have any fun new finds to share with all of us, please go ahead and list them down in the comments. That would be amazing for all of us to be able to see some things that all of you are really liking. Or even if you have some things that haven't worked out, that's always great to hear as well. All right, so thank you again for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.